everybody. Welcome to Seattle Refined in our TGIF edition. I'm Gart Swanson. Coming up, tough week for the 12s. After a serious Seahawks shakeup, the team moves on from Richard Sherman and Michael Bennett. Plus, Chris Harrison promised, and this time he delivered. The most dramatic Bachelor finale in history leaves hearts broken and fans furious. And you are going to Hollywood. American Idol is back with a star-studded panel. We get you set for Sunday's big old premiere. It is Friday, and that means we are kicking things off, of course, with Hot Topics. And joining us from Como News, Paris Jackson and Kent Phillips from Star 101.5. Nice to have you guys on board again.
Good to be here.
Good to be here.
All right, let's get right to the Seahawks thing. So Richard Sherman's gone, Michael Bennett's gone. It seems like everybody's flying. What do you guys think of that?
Paris?
You know, I'm kind of sad. The Legion of Boom, as we were kind of talking about, is no more, it seems.
It's kind of a Legion of Gloom, and doesn't it kind of seem that way right now?
Well, all right, so here's the deal. I'm a super Seahawks fan, as you are.
Yeah.
And a season ticket holder.
And a season ticket holder, but the deal is, the Legion of Boom kind of hasn't been there for a couple of years. Like, by the end of this year, they were all injured and out, and it wasn't there.
But Michael Bennett, this guy right here that you're looking on the screen, this is the guy that really leads the defense, and he still has a couple good years left in him.
He does, but that's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
You could spend on a lot of other stuff.
And then saying goodbye to Richard Sherman, too.
Yeah, it seems like they just want younger bodies in there that can, you know, for the long term, bring us.
Would you remember, like in 2013 when we went, it was all young guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hungry guys.
Young. Yeah.
A lot of Seahawks, and then Cliff Averill, we're not sure what's happening to him. Cam Chancellor with his neck
Even
issue.
on the offense, we don't know what's going to happen to Jimmy Graham.
Yeah.
That
all right.
too.
Could be a whole different team.
This isn't an entire sports show, but we're going to go from football, and now we're going to talk a little baseball because everyone's talking about the Mariners bringing back Ichiro, signing him. This guy's 44 years old.
I like it.
Yeah, I love it. And this is a news conference from earlier this week. Number 51 is back, most likely in the starting lineup. You know, he's 44, but he still gets it done, and the guy said he wants to play till he's 50.
If you got it, you got it. And apparently, for a year, the Mariners say so.
I know. And here's the deal. This guy's a testament to yoga. No, seriously. His workout is yoga. If you're watching yoga, listen to what you can do at age 44.
And there's no question his skill level is a little bit less than when he played here. But, I mean, the guy can still bring it. He can still steal bases.
Plus, he's a great fielder still. They're going to put him in the outfield, and his defense is still phenomenal. Plus, can you imagine all those bobbleheads they have stored in the basement there at the Mariners headquarters? Bring all the Mariners bobbleheads back out. Have more bobblehead nights.
Oh,
Why
I
not,
love it.
right?
And he's going to probably sell some tickets, too.
Absolutely.
Let's not forget about that. All right, let's move on. Our next hot topic, Seattle's red-hot housing market. Get this, the median home price now in the city jumped to $777,000. That happened just last month. On the east side, it's close to $1 million. I mean, if you're a buyer, this is brutal. I mean, I am so thankful. 25 years ago, I bought a house here in the city. There is no way I could afford it. No way I could afford it now.
I just got in the game, and I'm glad last year I was able to jump in because, yeah, that's too steep for my pockets.
That's a lot of dough.
It is a lot of dough.
A lot of money.
All right, our next hot topic, the dramatic Bachelor finale. Ari proposed to Beck in Peru only to change his mind and run back to Lauren, and then he proposed to her on after the final Rose show. Fans were not happy about any of these antics. I mean, it just got crazy this year. I mean, did you guys watch any of this?
A little bit.
Can I say something? So I'm watching this with my wife. And so this is happening. Ari does this. She goes, that pig. And then she looks at me. She goes, men are pigs. I am so mad at you right now.
We are.
What did I do? I'm just watching this. I didn't do anything.
Ari, he's a mess.
He is a mess.
What he did to that...
Is it just because is he hot? I mean...
That goes away.
Yeah.
Out the window. I mean, that was awful.
All right, yeah, because we're going to talk a little controversy here. Our next hot topic is the most controversial moment in Bachelor finale history. Ari could have broken up with Becca privately. Instead, he called a camera crew in and then broke up with her, and then ABC ran the whole thing without really even cutting it. No music. It was pure raw right here. And I don't know about this, Ken.
Well, the guy's a pig. He set this up. He's just creating publicity for himself,
and then
right?
the two shots, you're watching both of their reactions, and she's crying, and he's just...
But what about ABC airing it? You think they should have?
They want ratings. Are you
No.
kidding? Do you see the ratings on that? What are you, nuts? Of course they did it for ratings, but it's terrible.
And a lot of people were watching. It was awful. That was like the worst thing I've ever seen on The Bachelor.
Yeah.
One of the worst.
But that makes him one of the almost hated guy, because you're going to break up with somebody, so
absolutely.
let's bring a camera crew to a breakup.
Yeah.
What would you do if a guy, well, no guy would
many
ever
women
break
like
up with
that,
you.
no.
A guy would, I mean, good God.
All right, our next hot topic, another chance to find love. After all was said and done, Chris Harrison announced Becca will be the next Bachelorette. What do you guys think of this? Maybe she'll find love a second time around. It's kind of a vindication for her a little bit, I think.
Well, she comes out the winner. You
Well,
know,
and now you know why ABC ran that uncut.
Oh, yeah.
The perfect setup, don't you
They're
think?
so good,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Aren't they?
They do that. It is
Reel us
realistic.
all in.
Oh, they do.
And they did.
Yeah.
And so everybody's cheering for Becca. Like, come on, we want her to find love and
Absolutely.
have the happily ever after.
Look, we're
Everybody
talking
wants
about
love.
it.
Exactly.
Right.
All right, our next hot topic, American Idol is back. The smash hit singing competition premieres Sunday right here on Como. Ryan Seacrest returns as host, and the panel packs in plenty of star power. Katy Perry, Luke Bryan, Lionel Richie are all the judges, and I have to admit, I kind of like American Idol. I kind of like when the goofballs get up there and they goof up, and we saw a lot of that down in Portland. But yeah, it's kind of nice to have it back.
It's nostalgic, you know.
It is.
A lot of us seen it.
Well, and is that sort of the thing happening? I mean, you guys are the TV guys, but a lot of this nostalgic TV is coming back.
It
and
is.
it's working. Will and Grace, Roseanne.
Roseanne,
Yeah. And they're rating well, and people. I
Well,
think
you're a
people
music
are
guy.
fine.
You like it?
Well, here's the deal with American Idol as compared to any other show. Actual, real celebrity selling music artists have come out of American Idol.
Yeah.
Carrie Underwood,
it's
Kelly
fun.
Clarkson.
Fantasia.
Exactly. On and
Jennifer
on and on. Jennifer Hudson, Broadway star and everything
Right.
else.
Yeah.
Now, try to name one megastar that came out of The Voice. ABC rules. ABC rules.
All right, I am hoping to see some Northwest faces on the show. Now, I had a chance to go down to Portland, as I mentioned, to check out these auditions last summer, and it was very, very interesting. You got to take a look at this.
Who's excited to be on American Idol? I am so excited to be here. We're in Portland and we're auditioning for American Idol.
American Idol? Is this next American Idol? Something about you makes me feel like a dangerous woman.
I don't like to hold a hand in school, but I'ma show you how to graduate.
I get lost in my mama once told me.
But I set fire to the rain, watched it fall reside.
I am thinking of you and what you would do if you. I cracked a little bit. I'm so nervous.
Makes me wanna do things that I shouldn't. Something.
Can you just make Yakima proud? I know you're from Yakima. You like
I'm gonna
that?
make them totally proud. Hell yeah. Beautiful. I wanna go to beautiful.
Is the name of the song Beautiful?
Yes.
How did I guess that? Are you nervous?
Very nervous.
Oh, man, we were down there all day. We heard some great ones and some bad ones. And I just heard that maybe one of the people from Portland
Yeah.
is going to be on one of the American Idol shows coming up.
Nice.
Yeah.
One of the good ones or the bad ones?
I don't know, but man, there are quite a few like low caliber. But man, it was pretty. There's some talented ones down there.
Remember William Hung?
Absolutely.
We brought
How could
him,
we
Star
forget him?
1.5 brought him to town, 5,000 people down in Tacoma, packed to watch him sing.
I would go see him sing.
Oh my
I would too.
Just for,
God,
you
why
know.
not?
It was
good time.
horrendous.
All right, we're going to get back to the sports thing here. All right, our next hot topic, golf minus the learning curve. I don't know if you guys have seen this. It's called the Easy Golf. It lets you play without swinging the club. You just stick it in front of the ball.
My kind of game.
This is
It's
me.
powered from propulsion. It's been around, I guess, for a few years. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
What are you talking about? This is
What?
great.
It takes the whole
awesome.
fun out of it.
No, the fun's walking around hanging out with people and,
And
now
having some
Having a
brewskis.
having a little something. Yeah, Paris and I are on this. No, this makes the sport good.
Yeah, you dial in the yardage you want and I guess the club you want, and then you just let it. This guy doesn't even swing. Watch. Boom. There it goes.
What we need to do is have a match. Paris and I will
Yes.
take on you. We use that. You just golf with your own style, and we'll see who does better.
We'll set up
you
the date
gotta-
and time.
You gotta swing. All right. Our next hot topic, an adorable viral video of true bait and switch. I love this. Check it out. Watch this. Oh, no. Don't do it. She wants the pepperoni pizza.
Her lips are all set.
Look.
Who does that?
That's mean.
That's just
I have a
mean.
18-month-old.
Yeah.
And he would be the same way. When
Did
he
you-
wants something.
Did you fake him out?
So do you
I haven't
sneak
faked
the
him out.
vegetables in with the?
Well, he likes his vegetables, so I haven't had an issue with that. But I probably, if I did the fake out, he'd probably be mad too.
man.
We would put like the fruit on the thing, but then sneak the vegetables underneath it. All of a sudden,
Absolutely.
figure
You
it
got
out.
to trigger him.
What is that?
All right, Kent Paris, thanks so much. Hot
Thanks.
topics.
Thank you.
See ya. Have a
Great.
great weekend, guys. All right, Seattle Refined is just getting started. Coming up, we're going to introduce you to one of the heroes competing in Sunday's firefighter stair climb and using sleight of hand to solve crimes. We introduce you to the cast of ABC's new drama, Deception. Welcome back to Refined. I'm Guard Swanson. The Columbia Center is the tallest building in Seattle, 788 feet of vertical elevation. This Sunday, thousands of firefighters will race to the top. It's part of a competition to raise money for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Some do it for the challenge, but as Refined's Brandon Bernstead shows us, for some, the firefighter stair climb is far more personal.
Being a firefighter requires courage, selflessness, dedication, and intense training. It's a profession where trust is earned, not given. Bonds of brother and sisterhood, literally forged in the fire and solidified through countless hours spent together waiting for the call.
I trust these guys, so even if I can't remember something or if I'm falling short, the next guy's ready to jump right in and be a good teammate.
Ian Condon is still learning the ropes at Seattle Fire Station 6. He's a probationary firefighter.
It's kind of a prove it, get through the academy and then see if you can handle things out on calls and apply the job and everything that you're learning.
For Ian, the grunt work is worth it. He's always had a passion for public service and knew he wanted to become a firefighter after witnessing several bad accidents.
But just seeing how prepared they were coming on scene, stabilizing everything, getting people transported, and I was like, this is what I want to do.
After graduating college with a fire science degree and working for departments in Snohomish and Tumwater, he landed a position in Seattle, chosen from an applicant pool of more than 8,000.
Just a higher demand, a lot more training, and you can just tell that the level and the bar has been set a little bit higher. So the expectations here help prepare you to do a job in a large city like Seattle.
Ian calls it his dream job, but in 2015, he was forced to put that dream on hold.
So I went to a massage therapy appointment who felt a lump here in the right lower base of my neck above the clavicle bone, and she said, this isn't normal, you should go get that checked out.
The diagnosis? Cancer. Stage 2 Hodgkin's lymphoma. But there was good news. Doctors caught it early, and the prognosis was very good.
Certainly scary to hear the C word and that you have it, but my attitude from the get-go was, okay, well, what's next? How do we treat this, and how do I get over this season of my life and move on? It's kind of the way I looked at it.
Ian was still working in Tumwater at the time, and his fire service family showed up in a big way, delivering meals to Ian and his fiancée, checking in with weekly, sometimes daily, calls and texts. And when Ian's hair started to fall out,
there was a group of about 15 of them that came up, and they all shaved their heads and picked their heads with me. And
even with the support, the intense rounds of chemotherapy took its toll on Ian's body.
It's a fatigue. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain what it's like. You kind of ache in all your major joints, and you just feel run down. So for me, it was big to just get out and take a walk.
Despite the pain, despite the fatigue, Ian still managed to take the most important walk of his life, a walk down the aisle. He married the love of his life between his 6th and 7th rounds of chemo.
When I kind of saw the pattern of my treatment, I was like, no, well, let's just keep the date and make it happen, because I'm not going to let cancer get in the way of our plans to spend the rest of our lives together.
A month later, the best news. Ian was declared cancer-free, ready to resume his life and use his own experience to motivate others. That's one of the reasons he's participating in the firefighter stair climb, along with almost 100 other Seattle firefighters. It's a chance to raise awareness and money for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, critical funding that goes toward covering treatment costs for those in need and blood cancer research. The climb isn't easy, especially wearing full gear and an air tank, but Ian will tackle it the same way he has every other challenge in his life.
You just take it one step at a time and get to the top.
For Seattle Refined, I'm Brandon Bernstead.
Wow, what a story. To learn more about this Sunday's firefighter stair climb or to donate, all you have to do is head to llswa.org. Coming up, The Art of the Illusion. ABC's new drama Deception pits a superstar magician and the FBI against the world's most elusive criminals. We're going to introduce you to the show's stars next. Welcome back to the show. You know, if you're like me, you love a good legal drama, especially if there's a little bit of a twist, and ABC's new drama Deception is sure to have plenty of them. After his career is ruined by scandal, a superstar magician teams up with the FBI to help catch the world's most elusive criminals. We caught up with two of the show's stars to talk about what makes Deception so special. So tell me a little bit about the show. I mean, this certainly has to be exciting for your careers, right? I mean, this is kind of a big deal. You're on ABC. It's a big network.
It's very exciting, yeah. I'm really just excited to see what people think of it at this point.
That's the biggest thing right here,
is,
right?
yeah.
It doesn't really matter what we think. Let's just hope that everybody else is loving it as much as we did filming it.
Sir, you cannot be here. You're Cameron Black.
Well, what did you guys think when you first got the script and you go, oh gosh, it's going to have the FBI, you got this illusionist who's trying to save his career, now he's working with the Bureau. When you first got the script, you're going, man, this is super unique.
Yeah, that was exactly my thought anyway. It's sort of when you try and pitch it in a single line, you're like, yeah, so this magician starts working with the FBI. Everyone's like, what? But reading it, it's very apparent why this happens, how this happens, and as we shot more and more episodes, it became obvious just how much scope the show has and how far we could go with it. And it's just been more and more fun having these discoveries of the possibilities behind the concept of the show.
You're looking for a drug dealer. I'm looking for the magician who helped him get away.
Now I know it's all about magic and illusion. Did you know anything about this going in when you were a kid? Did you like play cards and do card tricks or magic tricks?
No. I've always enjoyed watching them. I had a friend in high school who's a great magician, still is. So I've always been exposed to it and enjoyed that exposure, but this is my first time getting on the other side of it and trying to pass myself off as someone who knows what they're doing.
Now, did both of you guys have to learn magic or just you?
I very fortunately did not have to learn
A few
things. Towards the end of the season, I was given one task. It took me a few more takes to get than it usually took Jack for his. I can't imagine having new scripts come at us every week and a half and having to go home and digest these new curveballs that Francis and David were constantly throwing at him.
I didn't sleep much for about 6 months, but it was worth it. It was fun.
Does anyone have a knife? All right, just gonna need the one.
I really appreciate your time and congratulations on the show. And let's have a big premiere for you guys, right?
Yeah.
Let's hope. Thank you, Guard.
By the way, Deception premieres Sunday night at 10 right here on Como 4. Don't go anywhere. Seattle Refined will be right back. All right, we're just about finished with this episode of Seattle Refined. As we end the show, here are some of our favorite photos and moments of the week. Have a great Friday and a weekend, everybody.